We are all neighbors. Passover. Passover is a very important holiday for our Jewish neighbors. Some things happened a long time ago that helped our Jewish neighbors know that God loved them so much. Here is what happened. Many years ago, the Jewish people were in Egypt. The Egyptians were not kind to the Jews and made them their slaves. God promised to get the Jews out of Egypt and let them live as free people. Leaving the country was called an exodus. There is a book in the Torah and the Holy Bible called Exodus. God told the Jews to eat a special dinner of lamb meat and bread that had no yeast in it. It was like flatbread. God promised to get the Jews out of Egypt and let them live as free people. While they were cooking the lamb, they put a little bit of the blood of the lamb outside on the doors to their houses. This marked the homes of the Jews, so God could pass over the houses of the Jews while punishing the Egyptians. That's why the holy day is called Passover. That special meal on Passover is called Seder. Nowadays, our Jewish neighbors meet in one another's homes to share a Seder meal. They take turns reading prayers, and they remember the story of how their ancestors were freed from Egypt. To enrich your learning, you may want to watch the Moses video from the We Are All Neighbors series. Each food at the Seder meal represents a memory. Each item on the plate stands for something. A lamb bone helps us remember the lamb that was eaten the night that the lamb's blood was put on the doorways to mark where the Jews lived. A roasted egg is a symbol of springtime. Many religions use eggs in the spring to remember there is hope and new life. Bitter herbs taste harsh, and they help us to remember the difficulty of slavery in Egypt long ago. A sweet mixture of fruits, nuts, and cinnamon represents the cement that was used to make bricks long ago. There's a green vegetable, often parsley. Some people remember spring with a lovely green vegetable, but others tell them that it makes them feel like kings when they eat parsley. There's another bitter herb. Salt water represents the tears that people cried when they were slaves. Matzah is bread that is flat. 3 pieces are stacked on a plate. Each person has a small glass that holds wine or grape juice. Our Jewish neighbors drink 4 cups of wine or grape juice during the Seder meal. Many special prayers and scriptures are read at Seder. Each family has their own traditions of how to read the prayers and eat the Seder meal. The point is that our Jewish neighbors gather on Passover to remember their history together. At the end of each class, we read a promise together. Our promise: I love my neighbor and everyone is my neighbor. I know that God loves everyone, no exceptions. I am a caretaker of the earth and a loyal friend. I will treat every person as they wish to be treated. I'll see you in the next class. Smiles, hugs, and lots of love from me, Guyoma.